The first day of school is pretty crazy. From trying to get out of bed all the way until you finally get home. The whole day there's so much going on. People are straight up lost trying to find their classes, find out who's in your class, awkwardly talking to new students, and of course, the guys with only one thing on their mind. Find the hoes, impress the hoes, and build a roster before they even eat breakfast. I get it, but you couldn't at least wait until lunchtime? First day of school is always wild, and it always starts with the night before, because you gotta be ready. And I'm not just talking about summer assignment ready, school supplies ready, or even mentally ready. I'm just talking about that first day of school fit. You always have to pick out your best fit as if you're a model posing for a magazine, because this will determine how people view you for the rest of the year. If you come in with a garbage fit, your first day's gonna be real tough. Now, if you're really ready, you'd have your outfit laid out, matching head to toe, and not a single wrinkle. Shoes fresh out the box. You want that fit to look like you're about to get drafted to the NBA. Once you get that done, then you can go to sleep. But really, you spent the entire summer pulling all-nighters and going to sleep at 5 a.m., so trying to go to sleep now is damn near impossible. And that only means that waking up is just as hard because you only got 4 hours of sleep. So good luck waking up at 6 a.m. to get on that bus. You're gonna be feeling like a zombie. And what makes it worse is getting PTSD war flashbacks from hearing the iPhone alarm sound. On God, I'd rather wake up to a fork scratching a plate. Why can't they have soothing noises? Like, this isn't a horror movie. But once you're finally up after spamming that snooze button, it's time to get on the bus. That first bus ride just reminds you of how bad this school year is about to be. It's gonna have you begging for summer again. You're gonna hear dudes in the back arguing about nonsense, someone trying to piss off the bus driver, a girl who smells like she took a bath in perfume, and some kid who won't stop coughing on you. And you can't forget the dudes who just blast music. Like, it's way too early to be listening to Lil Baby. There's just absolute chaos before you even step foot in the door for school. But when you finally get to school, it's like a zoo. The day you didn't want to arrive is finally here. So you walk inside, people are bumping into each other trying to find their classes, people standing still, not moving, holding everyone up, random people screaming as if it's not 7 in the morning. Why do you have this much energy? Just the usual Riri activities. You're gonna see the school thoughts attached to all the athletes, the creepy male teachers peeping around the corner watching the girls, the new students who somehow know more people than you do, and the boyfriend and girlfriends acting like they haven't seen each other in years, knowing damn well they were on FaceTime all summer. Stop! They're over there trying to figure out which corner they're gonna make out in during transition so they don't get caught by the APs like they did last year. Then you got the ratchet girls with bigger eyelashes than their future. They're gonna be making too much noise, yelling about nothing, flirting with the history teacher, and doing anything just to get attention. And then you got the wannabe thugs, even though they grew up in the suburbs, with their pants so low they're exposing their ass. They're trying to look angry and hard like they got ops. You don't have ops. And like we said earlier, the guy whose sheer purpose to be at school is just to talk to girls and build up his roster. Do what you gotta do, I guess. After getting your schedule and finding your locker that you're never gonna have time to use anyways, you finally link up with your friends, catch up, compare schedules, make lit plans for the year, even though by next week, nobody's gonna care about anything. But more than likely, you don't have any classes with them. Maybe one if you're lucky. It's like they do this on purpose. It's rare when all your classes are with your friends, but when it does happen, just know that zero work is getting done. And the teachers will try to stop it, but let's be real, even if you separate us, nothing is gonna work. Then you finally go to your first class. People in there who look depressed, a couple teachers' pets, and some dude who looks like he belongs on the short bus. How did you even end up in this class? You figure out if there's a seating chart, and if there isn't, give it 2 weeks and the teacher will make one in no time. Like, let me sit where I want. If it was up to me, I'd either sit with my friends, some smart kid I can cheat off of, or the baddest girl I've ever seen in my life. Once you've got your seat and the bell rings and everybody's seated, you start scanning the room. Seeing who's gonna be my new friends, looking for some old friends, and people who you might have to stay away from. One time I was in a class with a dude with a teardrop tattoo. There might be a weird kid who might have something in his backpack. Either get on his good side or leave him the hell alone. Once that's done, figure out the teacher. Is she cool or is she gonna do too much? And after that, what a lot of people care about, where the hoes at? Trying to figure out how they can turn a crush into something they're gonna crush, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. You've got an opportunity to talk to her now and make the first move. Because it's the first day. It's the first period. It's your time to shine. But knowing you probably won't. You'll just stare from a distance, daydreaming about what it would be like if you two were in love. Sad. The first day is just a feel out. Nothing about learning. Teachers are just talking about their life stories. We're hearing about the class rules and doing student introduction. Oh my God, those student introductions suck. You're going around the class, giving a fun fact about yourself and saying what you did over summer. I didn't do shit, and there's nothing interesting about me. So yeah, nothing too crazy happens on the first day of school, but leave that to the hallways. The hallways are gonna be crowded. Nobody knows where they're going. People are already getting down and dirty. People starting fights and already hearing rumors about everybody. And after that first class, it's more the same thing the entire day. Walk to your classes, introductions, scouting people. You will literally do that for 8 hours. When it's finally over and you go home, you recognize this is really an everyday thing for the next year, and it only gets worse. Now the second day isn't as hectic, but it still does get crazy in different ways. Second day, people start to become themselves. Nobody's really all that quiet anymore. Real connections and friendships are being made, and new people know where they're going now. This is when teachers start handing out assignments, talking about future projects, and just getting more strict. So when you think about it, the second day is really the first day when things start to matter and it's not just a feel out. This is when the sadness starts to creep in, like, man, summer is really over and I gotta do this for a year. And you get even crazier rumors on the second day. People start to get real comfortable. You find out who got pregnant over summer break, who went to jail, and why some teachers got fired. Now, even though that second day isn't as chaotic as the first day, it's just part 2, and it's the beginning of the end. Because after that second day, everything just becomes a routine, and you're stuck in that until your next holiday break. So before that holiday comes, enjoy being back in hell. So that, people, is the first day of school. I appreciate you watching. Subscribe if you want, and enjoy no longer having freedom.